You know, when I first pitched on this, one of the early questions I got was, how do I feel about the fatalities and the blood and the violence?
Fight!
I said, it's not something we can shy away from, but if we're just leading with that, then we've got a problem, because there's so much more to it than that.
Simon's had a vision from day one that he hasn't swayed from, and I think that was to blow that out of the water.
Kyle Gardner and Chan Griffin are stunt coordinator and fight choreographer. I said to those guys, you need to do the things that you always wanted to do in a movie and everyone tells you you can't do. In there, and they just went to town on that.
I used to play Mortal Kombat as a kid, and it was like one of my favorite games.
And there's some homages to the game itself in there. Obviously, they've all got certain fatalities and certain moves. Once we went through the script, knew what fights we were dealing with, and we just try and build some of that gameplay back into the choreography. Just try and stay true to the nature of the game.
In the games, the fighting is brutal. And so you've got to hire these people that have that ability.
I am Sub-Zero.
We've got a fantastic actor, Jade Taslim, playing Sub-Zero, who's 15 years part of the Indonesian judo team.
Joe's got that pure athleticism.
I made the mistake of watching The Raid a couple nights before we fought, and I go, I gotta fight this dude? I gotta fight that dude?
Joe was faster than everyone. Joe was too fast.
Joe was so fast, they had to ask him to slow it down for the camera. It was like two guys that's ever happened to. Joe Taslim and Bruce Lee.
Action! A fight scene and a drama scene, they are the same. In a drama, you have the lines, but in a fight, just the agony, struggle, the pain, those are our lines.
You cast for what's in their brain, what they've learned over the years, especially with something like martial arts. It's impossible to bring someone up to his level quickly. That's just not going to happen. The same goes for Hiroyuki Sanada. They both have a very similar set of qualities in that they have a presence, they have a look about them.
We tried to make a contrast between Sub-Zero and Scorpion. A little mixture between game and authentic Japanese style.
Watching those two on set was one of the great privileges I'll ever have in my life.
To work with actors like that, it's an absolute pleasure. You can base a lot of choreography around their abilities because they're at such a high level.
The whole group were just fantastic. Giving everyone their moment to shine was a challenging process.
The name is Kung Lao. Kung Lao does use Wing Chun, the Chinese martial arts. I studied all the moves from the game, and then I came up with a couple new moves, how to fight with a hat. We built in a little handle because it's normally very hard to hold on to it, especially when you fight. And then sometimes we replaced it with a blue hat, which was much lighter.
What are you doing here?
Wait, I'm looking for Sonya Blade.
I'm Sonya.
Jess McNamee did an amazing job. She did all this incredible stuff. She does a flip in the film, which is all her.
Go!
She wanted to nail it, and she nailed it.
Did you shoot it?
I think I could. We have these amazing, world-renowned stunt guys, and you cannot watch those masters at work and not enjoy it. And so cool, and it's such an amazing skill.
I've known Jess for years, and she's probably my most frequent dance partner.
You want to dance?
We kind of oscillate between bickering like an old married couple as Kano and Sonya, and then knives to the throat, fight to the death.
You're so close. Just take it. Take it!
Since day one, she's always been really adamant about doing as much of her own fighting and stunts as she can. I'll be honest, I'm a bit the opposite. Because my stunt double looks so much like me that I'm the first to go, step in, buddy. You look good. You look good. You look better than me, so go for it.
There's so much fighting in this movie that a lot of times after shooting one fight, we need to practice for some other fight that's going to take place because we just don't have enough time.
I've got my big Melina fight, which is really cool.
She's coming at me with knives, and then I disarm all the knives, and then she pulls out a butter knife, and I'm like, good luck. And then I throw her into a pit. Jump on her after doing a spinning forward flip. And then I take the knife out of her shoulder, lick the blood off it, and then decide that she's not worthy of my murder.
Your death has no worth.
So, sorry, babe. You don't get Melina's kill today.
My favorite fight scene is what they're calling the big brawl. Finish them! We've tried to make it as action-packed as possible.
There's a lot going on in there, a lot. We needed to establish sections to be able to cut between Goro and the big brawl.
And action.
Welcome to my crib. This is Cole's family cabin in the woods. And if you look over here to my right, this is the shed where you find the worst thing you could ever find when looking in your shed. A Goro.
You know, Goro's such a large character and his power and everything. It only made sense for Cole to fight smart.
I'm the one you want. See that?
So we designed to put him into a shed and try and encase the fight in a small area, make it hard for Goro to move around.
This fight is really unique because it kind of has a Stanley Kubrick-esque element to it. When you first see Goro, you see one hand come through the door, the second hand, and then the third, and then the fourth.
It's this four-armed creature, so let's make use of the forearm. Let's design a fight where our lead character's fighting a guy with forearms. So literally we had two of my guys, one on stilts, one in front, fighting him with forearms.
We used a lot of Wing Chun elements in it. It's very fast. You're moving around, and he's slipping and sliding and using really unique choreography to try to outsmart Goro. So it's a really cool fight. Here we are, back in the ring where it all started. It's really cold, and the whole place is iced out. Finally, this hero's journey is coming to an end, and we have this gigantic finale fight with Sub-Zero, Scorpion, and Cole.
The beauty of Mortal Kombat is that it blends classic martial arts that you may have seen in cinema before with a fantastical element that you may not have seen. When those two things are fused together with the talent of the stunt team that is working on this, I mean, the fight scenes in this movie are insane.
Get over here!